Okay, this is it. We are working our last tier. So I have, I've snipped off my yarn. I have my next color ready, my sunshine. And the first thing for me to do, as I'm making these top triangles, they will pick up the selvage edge and then use these live stitches and make a triangle right here. Okay, and we'll make 3 of them across. We know that because we have 3 across the bottom. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick up and knit 10 stitches along the edge, and that's going to give me 11 on my needle. So I've already got 1. Whoa. I'm struggling a little bit here at the end, splitting those stitches. So that is, I've picked up 5. And I'm going to dip into these stitches a little bit right here. Make sure I'm picking them up properly. And this last one I'm going to pick up here. Okay, so I've picked up 10, which means I have 11 on my needle. All right, so just like we have been, I'm going to slip this one back to the left in the first place. Do a slip, slip, knit. Okay, and I'm going to turn. So now I have 10. So just like we have been, we're going to be learning how to read this section and see what we need to do. On this section, every time you turn it to the wrong side, you're just going to purl across the section, okay? All right, now that we're really to the meat of the section, which begins with row 3. Row 3 is the model for what we're going to do this entire time. Okay, we're going to knit 2 together, knit 7, and then we're going to slip, slip, knit. Oops. Was in the habit of slipping that first stitch. Okay, and you're starting to see the shape show up. It's kind of crazy how that works. Doesn't seem like it will when you start off, but definitely will work out. Just trust in the process. close to the end here. So I've knit 2 together, slip, slip, knit, gonna turn it, purl them all, and we have 3 stitches left. So now what? I'm gonna slip 1, I'm gonna slip, slip, knit, and I'm gonna pass my slip stitch over, and I am not going to turn. So that's how you finish up that section. As you can see, it's worked at the same diagonal as these two, so it really starts to look like this is woven under and this is woven under. But the triangle finishes off like this. You'll work 2 more triangles to finish the swatch. If the swatch is what you're making, several more. But the last one is made exactly like this one. The only difference is when you get to that very last stitch, you're going to fasten it off. And what I mean by that is you can go ahead and pull yourself a length of your yarn, snip it, and run it through that stitch if that's how you prefer. If you haven't noticed, there are no live stitches left once you finish the section. So once you finish the top triangle tier, you will have no live stitches left on your needle, and your project will be completely bound off. So I saved this one for last. For anyone who doesn't like binding off, this is a treat for you. I find it a little tedious, especially when it comes to projects with 100 or 200 stitches. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I know this is an intense week and some folks are feeling like they are behind. So if you come across this video in a week or a month, feel free to reach out with questions then too. And I hope to see you in our Facebook group.